during his career right now. There's a lot of stuff that's been turned upside down with tours and releases. I'm going to go ahead and get him introduced so we can find out everything that he's been up to. Hey, good morning, Whitley. How you doing today?
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I could be doing better, but you got to make do with what you got, right?
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
So where are you at right now? Where are you from, and what city are you in right now?
So I'm at my house in small little town Troy, right outside of Temple, Texas. So we actually just bought this house and closed on it Tuesday. So
Congratulations.
this is the only kind of room that's somewhat normal at the moment because there's so many like boxes and everything else around. So
Yeah.
we're enjoying that as well this week. So
The absolute worst thing, in my opinion, only there's a lot of things that are bad, but moving. Like
oh
I,
my
I
god.
hate packing and unpacking and finding
I
out where it
should be
goes.
I should be a veteran at it by now, but I'm not.
Have you moved a lot?
Yes, yes.
Why is that?
Just
Just
all,
because?
yeah, just all around, just with different houses, and I know my mom has moved a few times, and so.
If your mom moves, that means you have to help her. That's what that
Oh
means
yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
oh yeah.
So let's find out a little bit about yourself. Your background. When did you start playing music, and has it always been Christian music?
Yeah, so I started, my dad, when he got out of high school, played in a lot of like country bands and stuff. And then that's how I kind of picked up guitar and whatnot, just through him teaching me when I was a teenager. And then when I when I started playing guitar, I just wanted to take a shot at just writing. And I was in youth group at the time, and I was like, well, if God's doing this like work in my life, I'm gonna try writing about this stuff that's going on, and this change that's happening in my life right now. And so I tried that and just kind of stuck with it as I kept reading and kept just pressing it forward with that. And so I thought just writing it's
Yeah.
kind of been my thing. And I was like, well,
Has it
um,
always? So it's always been Christian music for you, kind of growing up in the church
yeah,
and everything. Has there ever
yeah.
been a temptation to write other stuff?
So I've tried a couple things before, like country, and it just didn't pan out well.
Yeah.
It's like a 5 song country EP like 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, it's good. It's good. My friends and I enjoyed putting it together, but it just didn't feel like what I needed to do, and so I stuck with Christian music and um, also writing like worship material for churches and whatnot like that. So.
Yeah. Has it been full time for you? I guess how long has it been that I'm gonna hit the road, I'm gonna be writing music, I'm gonna go do this thing.
Yeah, so back in 2016, it was like Christmas 2016 was I was finishing up my first job as a music minister here in Troy, and I went three to 3.5 years going full time traveling. I know you know Justin Gambino. I did a full tour with Justin Gambino a couple years ago, and just spent a lot of time out on the East Coast and West Coast. Um, just traveling and getting to meet a whole lot of people, telling my story and my music and sharing my music. Now, music looks different for me. I am a full time co-worship leader, like ministry associate at my home church in Temple Bible, and I'm working there Sunday through Thursday now, and just kind of getting out when I can on the weekends to play just around here, but still putting out music, still writing for everybody. So
Let's talk a little bit about Justin Gambino. He's an awesome guy, and I don't know
I did
if there's many people who tour as much as he does.
that dude's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, his schedule is unreal. So I
Yeah.
think he goes. Normally he would go from what April to October. Just
Every
that's
year.
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I like what he does with his bus. Like he
Oh
gets
yeah,
sponsors for it. I've never seen that before, and I thought that was a great idea that he does.
yeah. He's been such a good brother, man, and he's been a cool influence and taught me a lot on the road, just about how to kind of carry yourself as an artist, and um, just many things that I didn't know as far as traveling. I did a little bit of traveling, like kind of tri-state area with Oklahoma and Arkansas before that, but I didn't really get far out there until I went with Justin, and he just taught me so much, dude.
Yeah.
It's great.
So you have some new music that's coming out. I think it's coming out today, or at least a portion of it. What's going on? What's the name of it, and what can we expect if we get it?
Yeah, so it's called Battles, and it's a 5-song EP. And this EP wasn't even supposed to happen, honestly. So back in January, I just felt the Lord leading me to write these songs, and the plan was to put out another full-length album at the end of this year. And it kind of turned around to where God was saying, "Hey, I feel like these songs need to be shared, especially through the times we're going through right now." And so I just started praying about those and asking God what He wanted me to kind of share. And some of this stuff was kind of like a therapy to myself, and felt like, oh gosh, that I was writing about some mental stress issues for a little while that I was having. I was writing about just going through some hard times of fear and some hard times of not having enough hope. And I just felt like, man, when we're going through all this that the world's going through, I think these songs need to be heard. And so decided to put this out this summer, and I think God's going to do some awesome stuff with it. I'm excited to hear just all the testimonies that I've already heard this morning, text pouring in about, hey, thank you for this song. Hey, thank you for this song. And so I'm appreciative for that.
Yeah, so the song title, I mean the EP name Battles is pretty fitting, I think, for a lot of people right now, because everyone's going through something, even whenever there's nothing going on. And right now it seems like there's everything going on. And so you feel like this new EP can minister to people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's, we're all going through crazy changes, especially being a part of a church body or church staff. And one day you can hear that, hey, you're going to be able to get together. The next day you're back to the new normal, where you can only have 10 people at a time. And so it's really hard. And so I've just been thinking about that a lot, about just all the battles that we're facing. And I just thought that would be a good title for the EP and for all these messages in these songs.
And I believe there's a music video. Can you tell us that's coming out today, later? And what can we expect? What song is it? And then what is the vibe of the video?
Yeah, so it's for the recent single "Wake Me Up" that's on this EP, and it's it's my first music video I got to do with my band, which I'm really excited about. So you'll see the guys of my band, and just kind of laid back. We went kind of downtown and shot some stuff in some, like, the downtown alleys of Temple, and this song is kind of the kind of theme behind the song is, hey, I'm asking God to bring me back to reality, bring me back to what I need to be kind of focused on, what I need to be, what my heart needs to be set on. And so instead of the things of this world, instead of the things of that always kind of creep into my life. And so that is the message behind Wake Me Up.
Awesome. Let's talk about your band. So how many band members do you have, and what kind of instruments are incorporated?
Yeah, so when we do live shows, it can range between 3 or 4 extra guys with me. I got a bassist, electric guitar player, and a drummer. I play acoustic most of the time. Sometimes I'll throw in a keyboard player as well. But yeah, man, bunch of funny guys, just kind of living out, playing songs for Jesus, dude. It's really cool.
Life on the road is interesting. I've played music, and it's different, even like as a Christian band, because there's all kinds of stuff. There's distractions, there's other stuff, and then if you have people and you're really focused in, it's important who you pick and who you travel with. Yeah,
you definitely gotta have a good team, and it makes it fun. It makes it fun that it's a team that you've known for a long time, and you grew up kind of like brothers. and so that makes it easier to kind of travel and just kind of get along and get to do ministry together.
This is KHEA Radio. Right now I'm talking to Whitlee Casey. He's coming to us live from Temple, brand new house. He's just been in a couple weeks. And, I'm excited that we're able to make this happen. You talked earlier about churches kind of being put through, situations and, hey, can we meet? Can we not meet? I feel like this time has really stretched a lot of people out of their comfort zone and kind of made us. I know that, myself, like being right here at my house right now, it's not something that I'm usually I like being in the studio. But,
right.
Looking at everything, we kind of said, hey, let's make some changes so we can make this happen. And even for you telling your story, like this music was not supposed to come out. Right. And here it is. It's a little bit of a stretch right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of stretching all of us, especially in the worship leader community, because some of us feel in our hearts that there's certain messages that need to be heard in songs, just what people are going through. And I think there's a lot of songs that are happening or that are about to become something good for the church right now to kind of push through all this. I know there's some songs that I've written. I put out a single back in March called Praise the Name of Jesus that I wrote last August when our head pastor passed away. And I just kind of wanted to write a song for that moment, saying, hey, this is a hard time for us as a church body, but I do believe God has the best for us to come, and God's going to do big things. And that's kind of what these songs from Battles is. It's like, hey, we're going through some tough times, but let's not give up on the hope that God has given us,
All right. I like that. I have to ask, so for the new EP Battles, it comes out today. Do you have any goals for that? And then the new music video that drops later, do you have any goals for the music?
So as a musician, you always want your music to, I guess, kind of do good, So it was nice to see like the EP hit top 50 on iTunes charts this morning. That was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. So
we trying to get to that number one spot?
Yeah, so I think we were at 27 about an hour ago,
wow.
Which is cool. But as far as the music video, I want the video to speak, but I want the song to speak more, just because the message is there. But we have a couple things that couple review sites and stuff that's wanting to share it with their crews and whatnot, and so that's pretty exciting. It's just hard to kind of do all that you want to do in these times, but readjusting and making the most out of it is pretty fun.
Okay, so what are the goals? We're halfway through the year. What, I don't know what the rest of this year holds, but, I'm going to hold on to hope and positivity and just do my part. And I trust you are as well. But, for you as a musician, what are you seeing the rest of this year? What are you planning for?
Yeah, so I wasn't planning. Well, like I said, I was planning to put out a full length, and God just kind of changed plans on that. But praying about it with my church and my team, we're excited to start working on kind of our own church's worship album and stuff, and writing songs for the church there. I'm going to kind of step back from the solo scene for a while and work with my worship pastor to write for our church and get that kind of out worldwide a little bit and share that with other churches too. But I know there's a few pastors I work with too who are currently writing like books and stuff and different studies for people as well. So just a lot of church ministry work for our area is what's kind of on the plans right now, and just in our community, kind of helping out through these times.
Hey, we're talking to Whitlee Casey. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. If you're watching on YouTube Live, you're watching on Facebook, feel free to hit the share button. You can also ask questions, and we'll get those asked as well. But the new EP is out today. It's called Battles. Where can people pick that up at? How can they get a copy?
Yeah, so you can get it everywhere on like your digital streaming, your digital download platforms. You can also get it at whitleykcmusic.com.
And they can follow you on social media. How do they get to do that?
Yeah. So Instagram and Twitter is at Whitlee Casey, Facebook.com /Whitlee Casey Music, and you can find me on there. I used to have TikTok too, but that took so much of my time. Like I don't know if I could do that because I can't go to sleep when I'm on TikTok because I'm just going through.
Yeah. It's crazy. I thought about making KHEA Radio a TikTok because have you heard of Gallery Furniture and Mattress Mac? Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that like some sponsored post and it was like, we're looking for Houston influencer TikTokers to help promote Gallery Furniture. And I was like, man, not that would ever be me, but I was like, for somebody that's really cool, to be able to do that seems like a pretty good gig. But I have some friends who will send me like random TikToks and I haven't downloaded it. I was like, I'm in my 30s. Like, I feel like for me, it's not the best option, but it does take a lot of time, it seems, because there's some really hilarious stuff on there.
Yeah, I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, look, I hit 31 on Monday. I gotta move forward. I gotta get past this.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, Whitlee Casey, is there anything else you'd like to share this morning while we're talking today?
Man, I'd love to hear those who are hearing the album, getting the album. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Shoot me a message. Let me know the testimonies that God's putting on your heart for these records. And thank you guys so much for supporting us and playing our music, man. It means the world to us.
All right. Hey, this is KHEA